In recent years, there has been a significant increase in the number of layoffs happening at some of the world's leading companies, such as Amazon, Walmart, and Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Many employees and customers are wondering why these layoffs are happening and what they signify for the future of work. Firstly, it is important to understand that layoffs are not a new phenomenon. Companies have been laying off employees for various reasons for decades. Layoffs can occur for many reasons such as economic downturns, restructuring, and mergers and acquisitions. Sometimes layoffs are the result of the company's inability to meet financial targets or the need to reduce costs. In this video, we will examine the factors driving these changes, the impact they are having on employees and consumers, and what they mean for the future of work in these industries. So make sure to subscribe to our channel now and hit the bell icon for more future updates. Let's get into the video. Amazon. 27,000 jobs cut. Amazon is the biggest online store in the world, and it is known for its fast growth and new ideas. Amazon said on Monday that it will lay off 9,000 more workers. This is on top of the layoffs that started in November and went through January. More than 18,000 people were impacted by that round. Amazon decided to fire more people because it wants to cut costs and save money. It took the economy and the uncertainty of the near future into account. CEO Andy Jassy wrote in a note to colleagues. In the memo, Jassy explained that the business didn't disclose layoffs all at once because not all of the teams had finished their analyses by late fall. He also said, "Rather than rush through these assessments without doing the right research, we chose to share these decisions as we made them so people could get the information as soon as possible." Amazon said in a statement that the layoffs were essential to eliminate redundancies and focus resources on areas that will help us continue to innovate for customers. Meta. 21,000 jobs cut. Meta, which used to be called Facebook, is the largest social networking platform in the world, with more than 2.9 billion active users every month. In 2021, the company said it would change how it did business and focus on establishing a metaverse, which is a virtual world where people can talk to each other in real time. The corporation announced that it wants to let go of 13% of its employees, which is more than 11,000 people. Just 4 months later, in a March message to staff, CEO Mark Zuckerberg indicated the business would lay off another 10,000 people and stop hiring for 5,000 jobs. Meta's dismal forecast for the fourth quarter of 2022 cost the firm a quarter of its market value and sent its shares to its lowest level since 2016. The tech giants are cutting jobs after hiring roughly 60% more people during the epidemic. The business has been harmed by competitors like TikTok, a general downturn in online advertising expenditure, and problems caused by Apple's updates to iOS. Walmart. 200 jobs cut. Walmart, which is the largest brick-and-mortar retailer in the world, has also gone through considerable attempts to restructure its business. According to a report published by Reuters on March 23, Walmart reportedly gave over 200 workers at 5 of its fulfillment centers the option of looking for a job elsewhere within the firm within the following 90 days or being let go. According to Reuters, the layoffs are a direct result of Walmart's decision to reduce the number of workers employed during nighttime and weekend hours at a number of its plants, including the ones located in Chino, California, Davenport, Florida, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Pedricktown, New Jersey, and Fort Worth, Texas. Companies aren't hiring as many new people, and people aren't spending as much money on non-essential things because the cost of fuel and food is going up. Walmart lowered its forecast for quarterly and full-year profits last week, which scared investors and caused its stock to drop by as much as 8% at one point. In a study released last month, Walmart CEO Doug McMillon warned that rising prices for things like food and gas were making people spend less on other things, including clothes. He indicated that the corporation would focus on discounts to sell more generic goods, which is a way to cut profits. Twitter. 3,700 jobs cut. Twitter is a social media network that is well known for its ability to host conversations in real time as well as breaking news. According to internal messages acquired by CNBC, Shortly after finalizing his $44 billion purchase of Twitter in late October, new owner Elon Musk laid off around 3,700 Twitter employees. This information was obtained from Twitter. That constitutes almost one-half of the personnel. After that, a big number of employees left the company after Musk modified some policies about working from home and wrote that he expected all employees to commit to a hardcore work environment. Since then, a considerable number of staff have quit after Musk revised these policies. On November 4, Elon Musk sent out a tweet in which he stated that the company had no choice but to let staff go because it was losing $4 million every day. Indeed, 2,200 jobs cut. The online job search company Indeed announced on Wednesday that it will be eliminating approximately 2,200 positions, which is equivalent to approximately 15% of its overall staff. These layoffs will be spread across teams, functions, levels, and regions at Indeed and Indeed Flex. According to our Chief Executive Officer Chris Hyams, our organization is simply too large for what lies ahead because future employment opportunities will be at or below pre-pandemic levels. The CEO said that the business was simply too big for what lies ahead, with employment opportunities expected to be at or below what they were before the outbreak. Paychecks would be sent out as usual until March 31, but access to company systems will be cut off. There will still be access to an internal email, Slack, and Workday until midnight on March 26. After that, laptops will be remotely deleted. Those who lose their jobs will be free to keep the money for their own needs. Those who are affected will get a bonus for January through March if they meet their goals or their quotas, whichever is greater. Under a severance agreement, people who are fired will get 4 months of COBRA in the U.S., 16 weeks of base salary, or 2 weeks for every year of service, any unused PTO, a cash payout equal to restricted stock units, career placement services for 6 months, and mental health services for a year. Depending on the role and area, several additions would be made. Hyams' base income would go down by 25%, and more than 75% of his total pay would depend on how much money Indeed made. He said that the corporation would take further steps to save money in the future. In the end, we can say that layoffs are hard and painful for both the company and the person who lost their job. Even though restructuring and layoffs may seem like a last alternative for firms that are having trouble, top corporations may also utilize them as a way to adapt to changing market conditions, increase efficiency, and stay competitive. Employers must handle layoffs with compassion and honesty, giving affected employees assistance and resources to help them through this hard time. Employees can also prepare for the possibility of losing their jobs by learning new skills, meeting new people, and keeping a strong professional network. Companies and employees may get through restructuring and layoffs with less stress and more success if they work together. That's all for today. Make sure to like the video and share your thoughts in the comment section below. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.